Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa. I don't often finish videos, because, you know, like, I make these on a whim, and then I just kind of move on to the next thing. And it's not that I'm out of videos to react to or anything. I could always go on to Sick-Ass Guitars, or maybe react to another Paco de Lucia video, but you know what? I want to watch Time Warp today, because I want to gear up for, guess what? My recital class is in 2 hours. Whoa. I better get on this one quick. So I want to bring some of that metal energy to it. By the way, if you want to sign up for my recital class, which has nothing to do with Metallica, there'll be a sign up sometime this week, and I don't know how many people I'll want in it. I had 12 this time. I might want more though if I want to make more money, or less if 12 is too many. So just to recap, this is a science show. It's kind of like Mythbusters, except Time Warp. I don't know. They do experiments, which is really just like playing with slow-mo cameras and blowing stuff up. And what they've done already is first they've had James Hetfield. There it is, not Hepfield. Okay. They brought on James Hepatitis, and they basically reminded him of one of the worst and scariest moments of his life, which is when he was on stage and some pyrotechnics went wrong, and he melted his face and his arm. And he said that on the show, he expressed his distaste for this segment. He was like, "You're gonna remind me of the worst thing that's ever happened to me? This changed my face permanently. I'm self-conscious about this." So of course what they did, they bought a honey ham from the store or whatever, and they painted James's face on it, and then they torched that MFer, and everybody laughed, except for James. James didn't really laugh, but he played it cool. Second, they had Kirk Hammett on already, and they basically just used the slow-mo camera on his lightning-fast guitar playing.
And even with the high-speed slow-mo camera, it's hard to take notes.
Yeah, man, his hand was flying. It was like lightning. And we got to analyze his technique a little bit, which is pretty fun. Hey, and if you want to check out that video, go ahead and check it out. I hope I remembered to post it in the description, but let's be honest, I probably didn't. So those are the main guys who are relevant to guitar. Who we have left is Lars and the bass player, who actually, I'm saying the bass player because I don't know how to pronounce his name. Hold on.
Robert Trujillo.
Trujillo. We'll slow that down a little bit.
Robert Trujillo.
Could I have it pronounce my name? Ah, it won't give me the satisfaction. Can we slow that down a lot? Can you make that a little breathy for me too? Alright, sorry. Anyways, Robert Trujillo, he's actually our favorite member of Metallica because he has a wicked rest stroke. We saw him playing a flamenco guitar recently. I don't know. I think he's probably the best guitarist in the band, to be honest. That's another video of mine you can check out. Maybe go check that out. Man, I make a lot of Metallica videos. I don't know. Like, it's just a well-documented band, and they go on a lot of stuff, and they have a lot of videos of themselves, and it's just fun. What can I say? Oh, by the way, let me go ahead and introduce myself. I am a classical guitarist here on YouTube. And what does it mean to be a classical guitarist? I don't know. I got nothing for you. Alright, let's watch.
Next, Awesome continues with another killer set from Metallica.
All right, save it for the camera.
Don't worry, he's got plenty of rest strokes to go around, I'm sure.
Let's see. On the Metallica scorecard, James Hetfield. Check. Kirk Hammett. Check. Next up, bassist Rob Trujillo. Rob is the newest member of the band, having joined the group in early 2003.
What are you doing there?
Whoa, what is he doing there? That looks like a little tremolo technique. That's interesting, and I guess that would make sense if you need to play really fast on the bass, because tremolo probably is like the fastest you can play. Let me get my guitar. This is gonna sound so wimpy compared to his electric bass, but what I admire so much about his technique is, of course, his rest stroke with IM, which I'm sure is what he probably uses for the most part, but if you do need to play really fast. And it also looks like he's using rest stroke tremolo too, because I imagine everything he plays with his technique is rest stroke. Things get so interesting when you start using your fingers like that. There's so many different combinations to do.
Alright, save it for the camera.
Wait, what? It looked like there he's doing like Roschiato or something. Oh, what happened to my buddy? There it is. Very interesting.
Oh! Sorry.
What was that called?
That was called the gallop.
What are you doing with the gallop?
The gallop is, imagine horses running along the plains, the open plains. Well, your fingers are the horses. And basically it's just...
Oh, why? Why not show us the... Oh my god. Show us the oldest footage of a horse ever instead of showing us something really interesting like his technique. What is wrong with you? Okay. Alright, so he's saying the gallop. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. That's the gallop. I can't do it very well. And the guitarists have to like down, up, down that. So I guess he has to do that to match what James and Kirk are doing, because that is the one thing that a pick can do, is he can play really fast, like staccato. I'm sure these bass techniques are like really simple, and like any metal-based guitarist does all these things. I'm just trying to relate classical guitar to it in some way. It's pretty similar technique, like it's all the same kind of stuff, and it has to be, because you're using your fingers, right? I want him to talk about the Raschiato.
Three-legged horses.
Rob uses a picking style that is unusual in the world of metal.
Yeah, it's so unusual, it's not even a picking style. It's just how strings are meant to be stroked. Dude, those meaty freaking mitts. Imagine getting slapped by him, huh?
Seems like most bands that do harder stuff use picks when they play bass. Why do you do finger picking?
Because he's not a baby. Have you ever thought about that?
And then I noticed a lot of the old school bass
that
players
pop.
were using that same technique, and I just kind of went that route, you know. I'm not against pick playing at all. I think it's cool.
Yeah, you are. He's saying that for the camera. He definitely feels superior to pick playing. Watching someone piddle around on a bass with a pick versus having this ultra-developed right hand. Bro, you're in different leagues from these other bass players. You know that. Say it in the comments with me. Right hand is king. Break free from your pick shackles, guitarist. Right hand is king. That's where all the interesting stuff happens. People don't love Victor Wooten, for example, for his left hand because he can play scales really fast. They love him because he can play all these crazy intricate rhythms and pop the bass. Right hand is the engine of the music that we play. And you castrate your right hand when you play with a pick. Spreading the good word today. I'm just trying to piss all of you off right now. I'm sorry.
Rob utilizes a
we
technique
go.
borrowed from jazz and funk. Slap bass.
Yeah, we don't do much of that here.
In
Look at
slap
that.
bass, one hand literally slaps and pops the strings, giving Rob a more percussive sound and allowing him to play many notes quickly.
Dude, Rob is the best guitar player in Metallica. Like, he is, for sure. Watching his slow-mo hands versus watching Kirk's slow-mo hands, it's like, there's so much nuance in this. And he's not even the best bass player ever, like, of course not. But he's just, like, solid.
And the thumb is just doing what here?
Thumb is thumping, can't you see? It's plain as day, that's a thumping thumb.
It sort of mutes that low B, which is the thicker string on top, and then you bam!
Bam!
To see another style of slap bass, we turn to our string band.
Go back to the hipster playing the upright bass. Yeah, he's gonna be slapping.
Check out Zach Hickman's technique on the acoustic bass.
Alright, yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
Why don't we look at a slide and really see that as the length of the string changes, what happens? Awesome. That's gonna look pretty amazing.
Oh, dude, I love this angle right here. I'm glad you guys did this.
Yeah, as the string gets shorter, it vibrates faster. It gets quicker. It's getting quicker.
Ah, you didn't even show the whole thing. Great. Oh, no, another lesson.
As the finger slides down the string, the faster vibrations make the frequency, or pitch, higher.
The vibrational speed is based on tension and density, right? And you're basically changing the tension on that string as you make it shorter and shorter, and it just goes faster and faster.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I know.
And on that refined note,
The 12's a blow.
we jump back to Rob, who's about to put his gear and our ears to the ultimate test. He wants to try to blow out a speaker.
And this is going to be any one of these four, right?
Putting their ears to the test by blowing out a speaker. I hope they're wearing ear protection. I wouldn't want to be within a mile of this situation. I take my hearing very seriously. In fact, let me bring, Whoa. What are you doing? Oh, God. Get out of here. Heather is gone for the weekend, so the cat's been bothering me. This video is sponsored by Loop. No, it's not actually. Not that I ever go out often, but if I do listen to live music, I put those in 100% of the time. Because out and about, people just damage their ears. They don't care at all. It's crazy. It blows my mind. Also, I know that some of you are going to make fun of me for having pepper spray in my keychain. From all the videos I make, I am a target out here whenever I go out, so I have to be spraying people all the time. Don't geolocate me, okay? Okay.
These guys.
We like the idea. Plus, we just can't end without a little more mindless destruction.
All right, let the medievalness begin.
Turn it up to 11 and
Turn it one louder.
Then it one louder. I liked that.
So we try.
I hope Rob is wearing hearing protection. He must be, right?
it's holding up pretty well.
It didn't blow!
Oh, it's doing what it's supposed to do. This is a great speaker. What? You're being annoying. You have some eye gunk. Ugh, you're disgusting. Oh, gross. Ew. Came out of his eye.
So we try again.
The typical decibel level at a rock concert is between 110 and 120 decibels. I thought a jet engine was like 120. That's insane. Music does not need to be this loud, people. If you need to use amplification, play at a better venue. How about that?
Still won't blow!
I don't see any hearing protection in Rob's ears. He just doesn't care. Dude, Rob, you gotta be careful.
Cabinet
dude.
here.
Rob won't let it go, so we try again. Rob just won't give up.
Dude, it sounds like some McKee music over here. This is how he gets his tone.
So he turns it up
He's like hurting himself. Oh my god. This is a horrifying display. What
to
is
11
this?
and heads for 13.
I don't think those speakers are gonna blow. They look pretty comfortable, honestly.
And when all else fails, Rob reverts to the classical method of amp destruction.
There we go.
It's only rock and roll, and we like it.
Yeah. There you go. Well, it turns out amps are actually pretty strong, huh? They're pretty hard to break. Okay, you need to go. That's enough. Nobody wants you here. Everybody hates you. I saw all the comments. They were all like, that cat freaking sucks, dude. You need to throw that cat in the garbage. That's what they said about you. I don't agree with it personally. You're definitely not adding anything. I'm gonna lock him in my bedroom closet so I can't hear him screeching. I'll be back. Alright, I'm just kidding. I didn't actually lock him in my closet. I locked him in a guitar case. I'm just kidding again. I gave him treats, so hopefully he shuts up.
When we come back, we bang heads with drummer Lars Ulrich.
Go ahead.
The best member of Metallica. I can't wait to examine his playing in slow motion. God, dude, that was that Lars tone right there. That snare was from a special collection, you can tell. That's from that Saint Anger collection.
As Time Warp continues. Time Warp.
Time warp. Time warp.
Enough said. Last stop on our magical mystery tour, founding member Lars Ulrich.
In 1981, Lars's ad in a Los Angeles newspaper led to Metallica's formation. Lars was just looking for friends. Dude, that's awesome.
Lars' drum work is legendary, but that
Yeah, it sure is. It's talked about a lot, for sure. Okay.
achievement did not come without a cost.
After 30 years of playing, then I'm gonna have to put these guys in. I'll get a slow motion shot of these going into the ear and get the foam expanding in the ear canal.
We can do that.
All right, we got an X-ray shot. Okay.
Maybe Lars should mention that earplug thing to Rob.
Oh my god, Rob wasn't wearing earplugs? Dude, Rob, that's your livelihood, man. You need to be able to hear. That's crazy, dude. I don't like that. That's irresponsible. Wear ear protection. You don't have to buy a loop. Just, I buy them because they're reusable and fine. I'll spend $30 on essentially what is a broken pair of earbuds. But god, if you take anything from this video, wear protection. Ear protection, that is.
What do you say? Huh? What? I can't hear you. There's 24 people right here. Wow.
Don't get nervous.
Lars, he doesn't wear in-ear monitors or anything, so he can still hear everyone. He just straight up wears earplugs. He can't hear anything. Yeah.
At 5,000 frames per second, we can show Lars a few things about his drumming that he's never seen.
Whoa. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that flexible.
Super flexible.
Wow.
It's the only way it makes that much noise.
Yeah, Lars, that's the only way.
All right, then.
Sir? We just really want to take a look at all the energy that's in one of these hits. Why don't we just get a shot underneath?
Yeah.
See how the snare works.
Put a camera under there. We're getting all the best shots here.
See what you guys got.
We'll see what
All
you
this
got.
equipment you have everywhere.
The slow motion footage shows the hidden anatomy of a drum hit.
This is the underside of the drum, how the snare actually works.
Whoa!
And this is just one hit.
One hit, 5,000 frames per second.
That's unbelievable. It's art. Look at
It
that.
is totally art.
Huh?
I mean, one of the most interesting things to me here is if all these guys move together with the membrane moving back and forth, the snare drum would be tonal. It would be just like any of these stringed instruments. It would have a frequency. The fact that these are all moving at different rates because of the chaos involved in the membrane is why it's a percussion instrument and not a tone instrument.
Shut up, nerd.
Wow.
I was going to tell you that, but I figured I'd
There's
let Jeff explain that.
there's a teaching gig in there somewhere for you. Something, man.
Maybe I'll
wow.
host a science show.
Yeah,
We should do
you
that.
should, yeah.
Anything about the footage we're looking at that you haven't seen before?
I didn't know my hairline was receding that far back.
Well, we're
When
slowing
I got
it down.
back in, you guys can fix that in post.
Yep, I know the feeling, Lars. That's how I feel every time I film a video. I'm like, wow, look at me. The days go by and I look worse and worse, huh?
I didn't know that there was that much movement involved. I mean, when I play drums, it always feels to me like the body's taking most of the hit, and now I can see how much the toms are moving, how much the hi-hat's moving, how much the cymbals. I mean, the energy goes everywhere. I did not know all this stuff, but thank you for enlightening me.
Absolutely.
Any last thoughts, Lars?
Put your tongue back in your mouth. This is a family show.
Hey, well, unfortunately, the show has been discontinued, I think. It still blows my mind that it only has 1,000 views. It's a Discovery Channel show. Yeah, I don't know. Out of these two, what was your favorite part? I feel like mine has to be Rob's bass playing. It was fun seeing all those techniques, right? We definitely took less time on these two members than we did James and Kirk. But we finished the Metallica Time Warp video. Whoa! Of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Hey! Recital class. Of course, head on down over to Rutan's Delight for some merch. I am going to prepare for class. I'm going to warm up and practice and all that. For all of you that joined, I'll see you there. It's already happened, in fact, if this video is out. And yeah. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next one.